Hey, what's going on? Alright, so for those person who know my Axio would know that my Axio is a four-wheel drive car, and as you know, four-wheel drive cars from time to time you have to change the oil in the diff. So I actually needed to get mine changed. The other day I actually went to change it, but I think I did something wrong when I was doing it, and then I'm actually gonna head to get that corrected now. So I'm gonna run down to the garage now, get the car in position, and I'm gonna tell you what I did and what I actually am going to do to kind of correct the whole oil change in the diff. Normally when the diff oil needs changing in the four-wheel drive Axio, what I've noticed is that the it sounds as if it needs wheel bearing. So they kind of give you off that sound, a wheel bearing noise sound, and that's what normally happens when the oil in the diff needs changing. So I kind of figured that out, and I decided that, you know, I'm gonna get mine changed. I haven't driven the car a lot, but because it's been parked and sitting there for a while, and when I drove it the other day, I kind of hear a little sound. Maybe it's not mine or something, but regardless, I'm still gonna change it. And I did change it, but I did something wrong when I did, so I'm gonna correct that, and I'll explain to you about that soon. So guys, stick with me. Remember, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments. Tell us, which Axio do you prefer? Do you prefer the four-wheel drive one, or the front-wheel drive one, or two-wheel drive rather? And tell us why you prefer it. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you why I prefer, well, I'll just tell you which one I prefer and why I prefer it though. I have a four-wheel drive one, but I'll tell you whether or not I prefer it and why. Yeah, so stay tuned, watch this one, check it out. We're heading to the garage now, so let's go. Alright guys, so I'm at the garage now, and I've jacked up one side of the car. So as I said before, I was going to explain to you what really happened the last time. So the last time when I came and I actually changed the oil in the first place, what I did was I jacked up both sides of the car. Wrong. That was not the right thing to do, and this is the reason why. Alright, so this is under the car. This is the actual diff. So the diff comes with two bungs. So let me see if I can find it. So this is one, this one here. Let me just try to change the light on this so I can actually get it a bit brighter. Let me see if I can actually get the light a bit brighter on it. All right, there we go. All right, so this is the bung where you actually pour the oil in the diff, and the one over here is where you actually run the oil out of the diff. So by jacking it up the two side in the here, what would have happened is that probably all the oil that was in the diff would have not run out because it didn't have a tilt angle. So when it tilt and you pull the bolt here, what will happen, the oil will run right out, and then when you actually pour in the oil in the diff, it will actually give that chance to properly full up. So when it was on one level, it probably would have given it a case where it would have shown that it's full before it is actually full. So after I did it, I realized what I actually did. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna come back and actually jack it up, tilt it, and I'm gonna pour more oil inside the diff to fill it up properly. So I'm not gonna try to run the oil out again. So if there was some left from the previous oil change, that will have to stay, but I'm gonna pour the oil now inside the diff. So I need to get the oiling key to pull this bung, and when I pull this, then I'm gonna actually pour the oil in it. I'm gonna show you how you do that. So watch what's going on. Yo guys, so me have to do it every day. Yeah? This brother I have to do it. Why you get some problem, someone? Mikey, why you get trouble, sir? Why you give trouble, sir?
Hey, the boss. I am a mechanic.
Yeah, the mechanic. So this is Mikey, guys. Rockchilla and the Mikey. The mechanic always work on my car. Very good mechanic, but can give a lot of trouble. There's a short people give enough trouble and
enough talking.
Definitely this one. You see me? So guys, car is a bit dirty at the moment. So I'm going to get it washed off after I am done with this diff situation. But currently, this is it. I haven't driven it in a minute now, but today I decided to come out with it in the streets, get the oil poured in the diff, and then later on I might just pull up at the custom lab to check on a project that we're actually working on there, which you'll see soon. But yeah man, this is the Axio. Alright guys, so this is the Allen key that we're gonna use to pull the transmission, the 4-wheel drive diff bung. So basically we're gonna do one of them like old school type setup, yeah. That which way to put. Alright guys, so it's now pull. So I'm actually taking out the screw. This is it. This is the screw right here. So now that I've taken out the screw, this is actually where you pour the oil inside the diff. So what I'll be using is the Valvoline 85140 gear oil. This is my Valvoline, nice brand. So that's what I'm using, guys. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking off this lid. Taking off this lid off the top. Bear with me guys, I actually have to be doing this while I hold the camera. And then you're gonna put this inside the diff, and you're going to actually pour the oil inside. So I'll put the camera down and try to catch up with it when I'm finished. Guys, check this out. Once you see the oil is coming back out of the diff, then that's an indication that it is full. So I'm going to actually catch the bung back in it. You see me? Turn that area there and tighten this thing. So oil is poured in. I think it's got enough now. And then I'm gonna basically tighten it as much as I can. Yeah. Alright, fully tightened. And there you have it, guys. So the oil is now inside the diff. It's presumed it's full now because I've tilted and actually pour it till it runs out. So now I'm gonna actually wipe out the area, clean up this area, and I'll let the car down and I'm gonna give it a quick wash off. And then I'll show you what it looks like after it's finished washing. Yeah man. Alright, so for those persons who have never seen this yet, this is underneath the car. As you can see here, this is the TN suspension that I'm running underneath. So you realize that the spring comes with a coil for me to adjust if I want to get the car lower. So as you can see here, you look at the sleeves on the adjuster. There's a lot more adjustment that can happen on this car. This car can go way lower than it actually is. Now, this is the TN strut that goes up under the car, and then this is a spring along with the adjuster. But because of this right here, the diff, I actually can't go too low with the car in an effort to protect the 4-wheel drive diff. And I had actually removed the muffler pan that was under here. So when I removed it from behind the car, you would have been able to see the diff now. So what I did was I sprayed it in gold So when you look from behind, at least it doesn't look like, you know, the raw rusty metal or whatever it is. You know, that's the other side, and I'm running Forza tuning muffler pan. You see me? There you go, guys. Forza. I've been rocking this muffler for a long time, so love them, love the sound, very durable. And this is the Forza pan I'm running under the car. So guys, as you can see, the oil is in the diff, everything is now set, so I'm gonna drop the car down now and jump to the next one. Alright guys, so it's raining, so I'm giving the car a little wash off in the rain. When it finishes raining, I'm gonna have it washed, but right now it was pretty dirty, so let the rain help do some of the job. You see me? Yeah man. Gonna fresh him up now and then, touching the street. Mission accomplished. Oil in the diff. Done. Complete. Alright guys, watch out now. So basically done the oil stuff. I'm not going to wash this car again. It just rained a little bit, and where I'm going to go next, which is the custom lab, there is too much dirt and mud down there, so I'm definitely not going to be washing this car anymore. But I had said to you I was going to tell you what I prefer. This is my first 4-wheel drive car, so I can tell you what I like about it. I pretty much prefer the 4-wheel drive in this car. I prefer it simply because the 4-wheel drive for me is better when you're driving, especially when it's raining. The traction control on it is really good. You know, I've driven in rain before and feel the car move and feel the traction control come in, and the car kind of feel a bit more balanced and sturdier. But the main thing about the 4-wheel drive that I actually love more than anything else is the ability to, you know, go on certain roads, go over hills, go over bumps, and, you know, you will not have any problems. You know, if I go on a hill and actually stop, I could, if it's actually a road that is a bit slippery, I can actually move on that area without any form of wheel spin whatsoever. So that is a big plus. I've actually been in areas where the road is full of gravel and dirt, and people will be skidding with 2-wheel drive cars, and I just go on it with the 4-wheel drive and I just go over very easily without any hassle. So that is a plus for me, and that's one of the main things about the 4-wheel drive I actually like. In terms of what I probably don't like about it is that when you're driving and you go on certain inclines, you'll find that it will decrease in speed a lot quicker, and then you'd have to kind of ease up off the gas pedal and then reapply to get a kind of kick in the 4-wheel drive car. But overall, for me, I prefer the 4-wheel drive. I was gonna disconnect the 4-wheel drive diff at one point, but then I changed my mind because I noticed the benefits and stuff that it comes with. So there you have it, guys. I prefer the 4-wheel drive. Remember, drop in the comment section what you think based on your experience. If you've had an experience with a 4-wheel drive car and a 2-wheel drive car, you can tell us what you think the differences are and what you think are the advantages that you like. But also say which you prefer, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, which takes it for you. As it relates to the Axio, I would definitely say 4-wheel drive car. You know, and based on the advantage overall, I generally would say 4-wheel drive car are really nice, and they come with some really good perks. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. You know, big up everybody that been watching, tuning into the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. You don't know it, go ahead, leave your comments, share with your friends. Until next time, we're heading out after the custom lab. More coming soon. Out.